Lots of emotions. I mean, we stopped quite early, but still too late because Lando actually undercut us, and there I was, okay, maybe the race is going away from us, and also Oscar had a good pace. But I didn't demotivate myself. I kept pushing and tried to keep those tires just to have most freedom on the 1 or 2 stops. We wanted to make the one stop work at the beginning. Then we saw Red Bull struggling with the hard, and we were like, maybe the 2 stops is better. So that's why we stopped early, and then there was a long way to go. But then once the two McLaren stopped, I found a lot more grip, not having the dirt here of Oscar in front, and the pace came back to us. So from that moment onward, I was like, why not try it? And the team obviously said it as well. So we were both aligned, and it's great.
Just hurts, really. Drove a very good race. The 2 stops seemed like the best strategy at the time. The graining through the rest of the weekend was very tough, and as soon as we got it, it was very, very difficult to manage. I started getting graining on the first hard, and I felt like we would have enough pace difference on a new set of tyres to go and attack. Just a few laps too short.
Yeah, pretty crappy day from my side. But I still drove the best I could, obviously just didn't, some bits not good enough. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make up for just being not good enough in other parts of the racing, trying to get fastest lap and stuff like that. 1 point's great, but being second or first is a lot easier to get points. So yeah, some things to clearly work on.
I was honestly very, very happy with how the first part of the race went. Then for some reason we extended a lot the first stint while the hard looked very strong when they boxed, and I lost there 6-7 seconds of race time. That probably just made me lose the train of DRS and the train of tow, and then I was a bit in no man's land. We still managed to make the one stop work, but it didn't quite work the same way as it did with Charles.
It was a really dull day. I was hoping to have more pace and be able to progress, but I couldn't even. I mean, I think as quick for a while with Carlos, but then I couldn't. I had more deg. I think maybe because I was right behind. I'm not sure, but yeah, just today for some reason we didn't have the pace.
To be honest, I wasn't really frustrated throughout the race. I was just doing my own race. The pace was not there, but yeah, we had a bad pit stop. I think that our strategy was not on point today, even though of course it wouldn't have changed our position. I think we could have done a better race in general. It doesn't help that you can't run full power for most of the race with the engine because we had an issue. So yeah, all in all, a pretty bad race. Yeah.
I made a good start alongside Oscar. He had the slipstream from Lando, and when he pulled out in front of me and hit the brakes, I misjudged him. Hit the brakes my side, and I was locking up the rear tyres, and I was about to crash into him, so I had to take avoidant action, and that's where it all went wrong.
I was expecting it to be difficult, but not this bad, and we basically were slow and high degradation, especially on the medium. I mean, I compromised a little bit my race, I think, to keep up George behind, but that worked quite well, for us, because we were able to hold George behind for a little bit, and in the end he came really close to Max. So I think it made a difference to the team in terms of points that we secured today.
I felt very comfortable in the first stint, and then in the second stint the fronts were so hard to manage, and I was having to underdrive so much to protect the front left tyre from graining. And yeah, it was one of them ones where the tortoise wins the race, and just slowly, just knew I had to keep it consistent, make sure that front left didn't open up, and then as Fernando was coming, there was a bit of Jaws music, and then luckily we held on.
Happy with our race. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these penalties. I mean, what's the point? We had a slight contact into turn 4. No damage on either car. It had no consequence. Nobody lost anything. We both missed the corner, but hey, we're racing. I just don't get the point, honestly. So I saw Nico almost, at 300 kilometers an hour, almost hit the barrier with the contact with Ricciardo, and he got 5 seconds. I got 10 seconds for this. So
disappointed, because I think we did a very good start. We overtook Nico, and then good strategy with the 2 stops. We undercut Alex. We were running P9 comfortably, but at the end with the second stop we could not
catch quick enough Alex, and we finished 8/10 of the second behind him and 1/10 of the second behind Magnussen. So yeah, for 1 second, 2 positions is too costly and too painful.
I am very happy, of course, with the performance we had this weekend. A lot of question marks going into the race. Of course, I've never done more than 8 laps in a row before in an F1 car, and today were 53 to do with very high track temps, the highest of the weekend, and a lot of unknown things. But I think I've done a good job.
I think we just weren't quite fast enough. The start was I was enjoying it, some banging and wheel to wheel, but then obviously turn 8, I tried to just have a word to Nico, because you don't see it. You know, obviously I'm aware I'm fighting and there's a car alongside me, but you don't really know. Like I thought we were good, and then I felt the contact, so I obviously immediately assumed I didn't give him enough room. Obviously it's tough because you race hard, but little things can obviously make a difference. So yeah, sorry for him, and then we had the penalty. So
we tried everything this weekend. Whether in qualifying, we tried to qualify with the used or new tire. We tried both. Today in the race, we try a reverse strategy. I managed to stay on the one stop. On the other side, Pierre did a different one. So, we need to have a proper look on exactly, what was best in hindsight to be doing. Maybe it was something different. Maybe we should have, started on the medium and then go on the hard and try and hang on there. But, we covered all the grounds, and unfortunately it was not enough today. So
it was a very long afternoon. I must say I'm very disappointed, because I saw that somehow in the race things will get better compared to yesterday, and it was actually worse. So we had some brake issue yesterday after we found out after quali, which carried on this afternoon. Car was bouncing a lot, and we just had no grip out there.
I was hoping it would work out, and before stopping I was really hoping for either a safety car or something, because the pace is still so that we still need luck to get into the points, unfortunately. But I think it was good to try. I wouldn't do anything different if I do the race again. So on that side, it was clean.
Just a very poor first lap. Seemed to have a bad timing and wrong position all the time. And then into turn 8, got a real good toe of Danny. So I choose the outside line, but he swept across quite a lot and didn't really leave the car width. So we made contact, it put me off a bit, and the racing incident with Yuki, did the rest, front wing change, plus a penalty that you have to serve. You lose so much time, and then into blue flags, it just came over.
The pace we had today, I think, is about where we are at the moment. Obviously, try a little bit different tyre to start compared to teammate, but hoping for something maybe happen with the safety car. But then when it's a smooth race, I think it's really difficult to pick up further ground that way we were. But at least we were together with the pace, with the guys around us.
It was as expected. Not competitive this weekend.
You saw that contact with Nico. Is that why you had to retire? Yeah, just the damage of floor is just too much, and I saw he's looking up into turn 1, and I tried to escape and just tried to give the space as much as possible, but he just crashed into me. So unnecessary move from him.